The weave is broken. Those of might and magic are falling. Factions fly to fill the vacuum of power as the spell plague brings destruction across the Forgotten Realms. Two heroes meet in the abandoned ruins of the Sword Coast town of Leylon. Women skilled in sword and sorcery, upon whose shoulders rest the fate of the entire Forgotten Realms.
Wait. Is he talking about us?
I sure hope not, because that sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Oh, gods.
Hello and welcome to Best Left Forgotten, the deliberately uncanon and unofficial Forgotten Realms D&D actual play podcast. My name is Nathan Quadrio, and I am your Dungeon Master.
My name is Miriam Feats, and I play Clarrybelle Trollbleeder, the Dwarven Barbarian.
My name is Jess Wolfendale, and I play Flick the Gnome Druid.
In case you'd forgotten, Flick and Clarrybelle's desperate escape from the Dread Ring found them at the outskirts of Helm's Hold. Toby and Callie missing, and Flick turned entirely to stone. Clarrybelle carefully carried Flick into the hold and was allowed entry into Rohini's chambers. Though, as she set Flick down, Rohini cast a spell to temporarily blind and deafen Clarrybelle as two guards appeared to drag her down to the dungeon and feed her to the ancient green dragon waiting within. While Clarrybelle engaged in a desperate fight with the decrepit dragon, using both her abilities as Plague Changed and her connection with the Symphony to emerge battered but victorious, Rohini began her work on Flick, attempting to steal the strange magic within Flick for herself. Flick resisted, and Clarrybelle made her way back to Rohini's chambers to find Flick revived, though still made of stone, and Rohini stunned at her feet. The girls questioned the priestess and learned of her connections to the Symphony before leaving Helm's Hold. As they made their way across the bridge, they encountered a familiar sight. Mordenkainen's blue door, now ajar, and a voice inviting them in for mocktails. Let's jump right in. You stand outside Helm's Hold, a voice calling you in to this strange blue door. What do you do?
So do we see this figure? Is it outside the door or inside?
You do not see a figure.
Ooh.
You just see a slightly ajar blue door with circles upon it.
All right.
I mean, I turn to Clarrybelle. I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he got our note?
He either got our note or he found his key. Either way, let's go.
Yeah, all right. I could, you know what? After the whole thing that's been today,
Yeah.
I could really use some mocktails.
Sounds good. Out of curiosity, do I see the obelisk
Oh, yeah, just floating
as
above.
we're walking along?
Roll a perception check.
23.
You do not see the obelisk.
That's a great answer.
Thank you.
That's so exciting. Yeah, great. I'm just like, yeah. And I take Clarrybelle's hand and march towards the door.
Let's go.
You enter the door. You can hear the soft click of the door behind you as you move into what is like a doorway made of light. You're blinded for a second, and then slowly the light fades, and you're in a dimly lit room. Smooth jazz tinkles from a piano somewhere distant. You're in some kind of speakeasy.
Amazing.
Small circular tables are filled with different races, humans, elves, dwarves, tieflings, all sipping on a variety of coloured beverages. There's a bar to the right where a man stands in a coat and a vest, slowly wiping down the bar. He looks up as you enter. Hey, come over here. Newcomers, come and have a chat.
Yep.
I lean over to Flick. Flick, do you have any magic that gets slime off of silk? Because I feel very inappropriately dressed for the situation, and that doesn't normally happen to me.
I'm kind of all tapped out for today, but here. And I take the pink shawl that I've been using to cover up my shoulders and pass it over.
Thank you.
No worries. Is this the same voice we heard calling us in, or is this a different voice?
It's a different voice.
As we head over, I think Clarrybelle's just like, the dress is unsalvageable at this point, but the hair and the beard are just getting touched up as best she can with no mirror and hair covered in slime.
I have a very important question. How does my hair work now? I'm stone, right?
Yeah.
Is it just like one solid block of like hair? Or does it still sort of like do hair motion?
Yeah, you just have normal hair on top of your stone skin.
For real?
Yeah.
Does that mean that Flick also has like normal fingernails?
We're really getting in deep now.
I would say yes, but if you would like to investigate further, you could.
That's so cursed. Just like stone and then like a fingernail.
Yeah, we approach the bar.
Okay. You must be flicking Clarrybelle.
Oh, yeah. That's us.
How did you know?
We've been expecting you for quite a bit of time.
Did you get our note?
Yeah.
Absolutely, we did.
Yes.
Gotta get you something.
Surprise me.
You got a virgin pina colada?
Coming right up, doll face.
I don't know if I like
He
that.
goes beneath the bar. As he begins to make you a drink, as you look closer, you realize that there's something off about this guy. His face is almost transparent and almost formless. And you like, at first glance, you were like, oh yeah, everything seems fine. Then you're like, wait a minute, there's this kind of like almost weird apparition-like quality to him. And he puts what do you assume is a virgin pina colada in front of you. And there's a long, tall, green drink.
Great.
That looks exciting.
What does it taste like? I'd taste it, sure.
You can kind of taste like a green herbiness, like celery and herbs, but there is a nice like fruity zing underneath.
Nice.
I thought you'd like it.
You thought correctly. Where are we?
Well, you're exactly where you wanted to be. You're in Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion.
Oh,
Okay.
like, okay. But like, that's a spell. So is this like the OG, I guess? Or...
You'd have to ask the big boss about that one.
And is he around?
Oh, he's in a little bit of a state at the moment, but I'm sure he'll come around.
Right.
And who is everybody else here? There's a lot of people having mocktails.
Well, the boss doesn't like to drink alone, so these are some friends he's brought along for the trip.
The trip where? Are we going somewhere right now?
You are somewhere right now.
What? Samra.
I'm not saying that again. I'm going to keep that way.
That's fine. You do you.
I'm making a commitment to that one.
Just the t-shirts going somewhere.
Just a blue door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we just wait here for your boss?
Or like, do
man?
we go to sleep? Is there like a sleep place?
Yeah, is there a powder room and then maybe somewhere with a bed that we can just...
It's been such a
Crash.
long day.
We can make that work. There's plenty of time here. And he points over there. Just head to the powder room. Say hello to the guests.
Okay. And what was your name, sir? We didn't ask. That was very rude of me.
Morty.
Morty.
And you shake hands with Morty.
Does he feel... Because you said he looks translucent. Is there something strange about the way that he feels?
It's almost silky. Like you're rubbing a hand against soft velour. It's a little disconcerting,
Yeah.
but also a textural feast.
Oh, that would someone describe me as a textural
Feast.
Well, you are too, Flick.
Yeah.
This is true in a very opposite way.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Morty. And this is a really nice pina colada, so I'll probably be back at some point soon.
Yeah, we'll see you later on. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Where?
Powder
room.
We
Yeah,
follow the
I-
direction he pointed.
And you walk across
And I-
the bar, please.
As we walk across the bar, I'd just like to be getting a closer read on the other people here.
Absolutely.
And what the deal is with that. I don't know what that role is, but
Well, you're welcome to roll insight or perception.
I
to
might
kind of-
do so as well because I've got a funny feeling.
I'll do perception. 17?
Dirty 20 insight.
Nice.
So you both immediately notice as you kind of move through the crowd that all of these people have that same translucent quality. And you gather that either something has happened to them or this is part of the, you said you were familiar with the spell, Flick, that this could just be part of that whole package.
Yep.
That all these people have been created.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I was getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made Mordenkainen's magnificent mates and just...
Yeah.
That's so sad.
And you enter the powder room.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful, beautiful space. Many, many sinks, massive, ornate mirrors with gold around the outside. And there's a semi-translucent dragonborn woman in the middle.
Oh,
Hello.
hi.
Oh, hello.
Does she have a red cloak on?
You know what? Yes, she does. She's wearing a red cloak.
He's made people from all walks of life.
Yeah, absolutely. She's putting on some lipstick at the moment.
Are there like stalls?
Absolutely.
I think I'm just going to do the awkward, like, we've made eye contact in the bathroom and I'm nodding and I'm walking away.
Yeah. Are you gonna go like get changed?
Yeah, I'm
and-
getting
Yeah,
changed.
cool. I'm stoned now, so I don't even know how to like bathe if I would choose to do so, because it's like lava, and I'm a little bit worried that like if I cool the lava too quickly, that like I get stuck. So
Okay.
We could ask if he has one of those like stone treatment things and we can let you roll around until you're all smooth.
wow. Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna hang around and wait for Clarrybelle to do her thing.
I think the only dress that I would not have wrapped Flick in would have been my like completely crazy ostentatious blue ball gown that I wore to dinner that one time. And so that's my only option at the moment. So I think I'm in my completely overdressed, stunning dark blue silk ball gown and I'm just sort of holding my normal dress because I'm going to find a laundry and I'm going to salvage this thing. And I think as I come out, I take the pink shawl and put it back around your shoulders.
Thank you.
Is Darian still out there? Oh, my word. He won't leave me alone.
Who's Darian? What does he look like?
Oh, surely you would have seen him. Tall, thin, faced like a dog.
Have we seen someone like
Of
that?
that description?
You did not see Darian at all.
No, I think the coast is clear.
You're safe.
Oh, thank God. I'll give it a few more minutes. And all of a sudden, her translucent face starts to morph and change in front of you. And she starts to convulse. And all of a sudden, she turns into a giant banana.
An ethereal banana or an actual banana?
Slightly translucent banana. And is she wearing pajamas?
She's a slightly ethereal banana.
Okay.
But her banana form seems more real than her dragonborn form.
Oh, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'd better split. And she walks out.
You're the worst.
And the door swings.
Have you ever seen anyone turn into a banana before?
I think really hard. Have I ever seen anyone turn into a banana before?
Can you roll a history check?
Yep. 21.
No, as far as you can recall, there has been no banana transformation.
No, for sure no.
In fact, Flick, you probably seen many bananas, but you probably haven't seen many bananas at all.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, I've only seen a banana once in my entire life. And we had like a whole, so my dad organized for us to have like a big feast and someone brought a banana and we all like, I remember me and all my brothers and sisters, we like snuck into the kitchen and we just looked at it for 20 minutes.
Oh.
And then no one ate it because we couldn't figure out how to, do they open?
Yeah. Yeah. So they've got like sort of an
Someone took a bite, but it was the
No,
worst
that's
thing.
bad. That's bad. Yeah, I can see. All right. So we're going to have your banana education a bit later.
Yeah, I'd really like that.
But just so you know, the one you saw growing up was a more typical banana than what we have just seen.
Okay.
They don't usually talk.
And they're not usually dragonborn women before?
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Not as far as I'm aware.
Okay. While we're on the topic of, like, I ordered a pina colada because I wanted to know what pineapples tasted like because we also got a pineapple and we couldn't eat that either.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. We're just going to, one day I'm going to take you back home and we're going to have like a whole fruit session.
That sounds really good.
We'll get into that, but a lot of fruit sort of has an outside bit that's not so good or is only good in like certain preparations of it. The inside's usually where the good stuff's at.
Okay. out of curiosity, now that you've said that most fruit have an outside bit you're not supposed to eat,
Am I the same? Because now I've got an outside bit that's all hard and rocky and you can't eat it.
that's not where I was going at all. I was going to say I eat the orange skins. And are you meant to do that?
Do you like it?
No, I don't eat a lot
Then
of oranges.
no.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But if you cut up an orange, you can use the skin to make a smiley face.
We have to do that.
Yeah. Maybe let's sleep first.
Yeah,
And then we can get into all of that.
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Rooms.
Did we get pointed at rooms?
You did not, only the powder room.
It's all right. I'm going to find a door.
You could go back into the main space?
Yeah, go back into
Yeah.
the main space.
All
Okay.
right.
You step out into the main space, bedlam.
Okay.
Before, where there are all these ethereal people, everybody has transformed into these large food items.
It's a fruit salad.
2 chicken drumsticks across
Yummy,
the
yummy.
room, one pushing the other against it in some kind of fisticuffs feud. A bread roll and a pat of butter sprint in front of you, holding hands, giggling, and they sneak into a side room.
Can't even do it. What in the crown of candy is this?
Morty, still normal, like Morty, is trying to remove a glass from in front of an enormous cookie, and the cookie slurring his words. I'll tell you when I've had enough milk. What do you do?
Who knew food could be so mean?
I know.
We should try to help, right?
I guess. Morty, do you need a hand? What's happening?
Oh, it's a little bit unusual here for newcomers. I'm sorry. Well, head over here. And he's like pulling bottles of milk off of the counter as they're being dragged out by this aggressive cookie.
All right, we go over,
Yeah.
dodging and weaving around different food stuffs.
Yeah.
Waving. 2 sticks of celery cross your path, sword fighting each other.
Incredible.
Oh my goodness.
As you make your way, Morty pulls out a glass of water and splashes the cookie in the face, and he goes reeling back and falls flat on the floor, unconscious. There's bedlam around you, all this noise, all this kind of cacophony of voices. Unfortunately, the master, he's in a bit of a state right now. That spell plague you're familiar with,
I look down at myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit upset. So these doors you've been seeing, he's been hiding. Let's say he's, a bit of a recluse as a person.
Yeah.
And that makes him manifest
Food
food
stuff.
products?
Oh, sometimes the emotions, they just, they become too much for him, and so he, all of his magic starts to go a little bit haywire, and not everything's quite as it seems.
So is this just regular magical chaos, or is this some sort of manifestation of his psyche, and we should be very concerned that it's fighting itself and getting drunk and running around giggling?
Look, I'm a part of that psyche, so, there's only so much judgment I could make about my own existence.
I feel like I have a personal bias.
I think we're doing great here. Hey, fellas. A drumstick flies across the room.
Okay, cool. So are you guys like good, or should we like try to find Mordenkainen and
I mean, if you could bring him down, that would certainly make the cleanup a little bit easier.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, before we go find him, is there a laundry room where I could get this in to soak?
Oh, not a problem. Here, let me take those off your hands. And he grabs them
Can
from
I
you.
follow you to the room that what? Be very careful with that. It's my favorite.
Not a problem. And he pulls up and he hands you a ticket. Pick up tomorrow morning.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh.
So we're going to go find
Okay,
a very
okay.
grumpy wizard?
Yes. Question. So
Yes and no.
fair enough. So we've just leveled up.
Okay.
I got one extra spell when I leveled up. Do
Yep.
I have that available to me today?
Yes.
Fantastic. I cast with my last spell slot for today.
Okay.
Locate object
Okay.
on the note that Clarrybelle wrote that we left on the door.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's find a wizard.
You know exactly where it is, and there is a door to the left of the bar that you can go and travel through there.
Great. Let's go.
All right.
Hold my hand. Could get funky.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Go through the door.
Okay. You walk through the door. Silence.
Is it a corridor? Is it a
You're
room?
in a very long corridor, so long that you look and it just reaches vanishing point. You can't see the end of the corridor, but at regular intervals are doors after doors after doors.
Oh boy. Do you know where we're going?
I'm assuming it's just straight ahead down this hallway, or is it?
There are no turns. It's dead straight.
All right, straight ahead.
Okay.
But we're in a funky wizard's headspace. Straight ahead could mean anything. So if you feel a pull towards a certain door,
Okay.
I'm up for it.
Okay. And I'm going to pull I'm just assuming that I'm allowed to have this. I'm going to pull a little like spool of like tacking thread out of my pack. And is there a handle on the door behind us?
Yep.
I'm going to tie it to the handle and just hold onto it like a line. Just in case, I mean, it looks like a straight corridor, but in case there's any hijinks and we get lost, I just want to have like a little, we can follow it back kind of situation.
Cool.
And I'm just going to unspool it as we walk.
Okay. You begin to walk, the thread spooling out behind you. Nothing. You just keep walking and the door behind you gets further away, but whatever's at the end doesn't seem to be getting any closer. And you just keep walking past door after door after door.
Open the door immediately to my left. Whatever point we're currently at now,
Yep.
I open the door.
Okay. Are you still holding hands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've gotten separated enough times that I feel like.
I've got one hand in Flicks and one hand with the thread.
Okay, beautiful. You step through the door, another beam of light, and you feel yourself pulled through the door. There's another flash, and it settles. You're on the edge of a volcano.
Oh.
It's erupting, lava spouting forth. Step back, foul demon! And you see a series of wizards running towards this figure that stands 8 feet tall. His body is emaciated, like it's completely broken down, but there is one glowing green eye that flicks everywhere, and a twisted hand that seems glowing green and undead. And they are fighting. Magic is shooting across, blows and blasts everywhere.
Go back.
Yeah, this
go back.
is the wrong door.
Sorry, wrong door.
And then you go back and you close the door.
Okay. Not that one.
No?
Other side?
Sure, if you think so.
Open the door to the right.
You're in a small room, fireplace. Suits of armor sit either side of the fireplace. There's a small circular table and large, comfortable, soft plush chairs in which sit 2 older men. So, how's Greyhaven going now? Oh, yes, it's a little dull, I have to say. After we destroyed all the evils, I'm really seeking a little bit more. What about the realms? Oh, yes, well, I'm sure everything's going to be great. More tea. And they start pouring tea. You notice behind one of the suits of armor, there's a figure just peeking his head around the corner. He's wearing glasses made of very strange material. He's balding, and he's wearing a kind of a shirt that has short sleeves and has a strange pattern emblazed on the front, and these like blue pants that seem to be made of some kind of comfortable denim material.
Can they see us?
I don't know. Can I try and catch the eye of the person peeking behind the suit of armor?
Sure, what would you like to do?
Just like a little wave of my hand, trying to get his eye line, but not the 2 old guys.
Okay. You wave. He doesn't seem to pay attention to you, but he pulls up a notepad and begins to write down. It's like a series of parchment linked together.
Okay. Should we go back?
Sure, this is really strange.
It is.
This tea is exquisite.
Could get in with that tea, though.
I mean, are they going to be angry that we're here?
I feel like they can't see us.
You can give it a go.
Hey, listen. Hey, you.
The Waterdeep is really on the up and up. I think that it's going to be absolutely fantastic in just a few years. Yes,
Hey,
quite.
old guys.
They don't respond. They continue on with their conversation.
Huh.
Hey, guy in the strange trousers taking notes.
Still nothing.
Let's go see what he's writing down.
Okay.
I try to walk over to where he is and peek over his shoulder.
Okay. You see that he's taking notes about their conversation. He's adding, like things about what's happening in Waterdeep, what's happening in Greyhaven, what's happening across the Sword Coast.
Is there anything juicy in there? Is there any
Do we get some hot goss?
Do we get some hot goss?
What you're seeing at the moment is mostly population figures and interesting foods and things like that. You see him flick back to the beginning of his notebook, but it's too quick for you to spy anything.
Yeah.
But there's a map, and he starts to add more details onto that map, and you identify it as a map of the Sword Coast that he's formulating.
I've tried to poke him.
Your hand passes through him.
Okay, yeah, cool.
That probably means that we can't have any of the tea.
Yeah. It's okay.
What's the imagery on his shirt?
It's kind of it's a shape. So it's pointy at the top, and then it kind of like an icosahedron kind of shape.
Yeah. Have you seen that before? Does that mean anything to you?
Have I seen that before?
Can you roll a d20?
Roll a d20 to see if you recognize a d20.
7?
No, you've not really seen this shape before in this arrangement.
No, it looks unnecessarily complicated. Should we go back? I don't think
I don't think
Mordenkainen's
Mordenkainen's here. Yeah.
All right, we head back through.
Okay.
I try and knock over the tea set on my way out.
Okay. You walk straight through the temple,
Yeah.
Excellent.
and you're back in the corridor.
Okay.
So portals to lots of places.
And potentially lots of times.
Yeah, maybe.
Because, I have a feeling that may have been Mount Hope now. It could not have been, but,
Yeah.
that's a possibility.
How many other volcanoes are there in our realm?
I do not know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Um,
I guess we could ask Mordenkainen.
yeah, if we can find him.
Yeah. Do
Now.
you still have a bead on the paper?
For a little bit longer, but we've taken a while, so maybe not for much longer. It's still straight ahead, right?
Yes.
All right, so far, battles to the left, chill to the right.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Don't know where you were going with that?
I love it. Nice. Should we try another door, or should we, see if there's a pattern? Or-
Mordenkainen?
That works.
Oh no, he's crying.
Oh, no.
The sounds of crying echo throughout the hallway.
I guess we just follow that.
Yeah. We try to follow that.
Okay, you continue to walk forwards, but you continue to make no headway.
Okay, here's where I'm at.
Okay.
We're in a weird headspace, right?
Yeah.
We can use dream physics.
I don't know much about dream physics, but I'll trust you do.
I know just about as much about dream physics as I do about real physics. Not a lot. I'm going to wish upon a star and believe really hard. Okay, so you said the end of the hall reached vanishing point, right?
Correct.
Can I have the key?
Okay. And I'll pull it out.
I'm going to reach forward as if the point where it reaches vanishing space is a keyhole
Mm-hmm.
and attempt to put the key in there.
Like some Alice in Wonderland.
Like some Alice in Wonderland stuff. It's all perspective and I'm actually standing right in front of a door.
Okay. You reach out and you lean forwards. How far are you going to lean?
All the way, baby.
Okay. You lean and you lean and you lean and you feel like you're about to just fall over onto the carpet in front of you. And then your key is inside the vanishing point keyhole.
I turn it
It unlocks.
and I push forward with my hand.
And everything in front of you disappears and you step into the next room. A comfortable room. Separate to the similar comfortable room you've seen before, a fireplace. The walls are lined with bookshelves. A couch in the middle, beautiful and red. But what is strange about this room is that it's almost like the room is split in half. You walk in and you're on one half, and opposite to you is exactly the same thing, replicated. If there's a couch on this side, there's another couch on the other side facing you. The bookshelves come up against the door. There are bookshelves repeated on the other side, and you can see the door on the other side that you are entering, and that is also open.
Do we see us on the other side?
You do not.
Okay.
Is there anyone in this room?
The room is empty.
I close the door behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Does it close on the other side?
It does.
Mordenkainen?
It's definitely closer.
We're here to help. Can you help us get to you?
Nothing helps.
Well, we ain't nothing. Oh, wait, no, we are because we can't. If nothing helps, just call us nothing because we can help. Right?
I'm lost.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing.
Okay.
So
I'm going to walk up to the couch and give it a push and see if the other couch moves.
The couch on the other side does not move.
all right, I'm looking around. I'm trying to spot the difference. What's different on the other side to this side?
Okay, roll a perception check or investigation.
Ooh.
Can I just have a sticky beak at what books he's got?
Of course. Roll investigation.
26 perception.
Ooh.
4.
Ooh. We're going to start with the books.
Yeah.
There are so many books here, hundreds and hundreds of books, that you kind of become a bit overwhelmed with everything that's there. But there is something that catches your eye. It's a small, thin book,
Mm-hmm.
brown leather,
Yep.
and in big, bold letters on the spine,
Yep.
trolls.
Yes. I immediately grab it and put it in my pack.
Okay. You grab the troll book and put it in your pack. Flick, you are looking and you start to notice several small differences.
All right. I'm going to try to rearrange this side of the room to match with the opposite side of the room.
Okay. You go to rearrange some things and you realize that you can't rearrange it to match. On the opposite side to you, there's a candle set in one of the candle holders, but there is no candle on your side. The books are kind of almost patterned in a color pattern so that you can identify things, and you notice that there's one red book out of place, but there's no red book to place there on your side.
Can I walk to the other side of the room?
You go to walk to the other side of the room and you hit a wall.
Okay, great. Great.
It's like a painting.
Yes. Great. I'm so excited. Okay. I grab some chalk out of my pack and I'm like, I've been waiting for this day. And I start on the wall circling all the differences on the other side.
Okay. You find 4 differences. The candle, the red book, very, very difficult to see, but with your high perception you manage to find it, is just next to the couch, kind of right at the back leg. There's like a small stone gargoyle figure that's just like a bookend or something like that that's just sitting there. And then the 4th thing is that there is kind of a marking, a pattern of runes along one of the back bookshelves. You've circled them all.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do now as nothing has happened?
Yeah, I turn to Clarrybelle. I'm like, there's never just 4. There's always 5. 4 is not a good number for these.
Do you do a lot of these?
I had a lot of time alone growing up.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, this was the thing. Like, this was the thing I was good at. It's like puzzles. I mean, we're a difference in the room, right?
Yeah.
Come stand with me.
Okay.
And I bring her up and I do a big, big circle, almost like a door, circling the 2 of us.
Okay.
Anything?
And nothing happens.
So hang on. So there's a candle, a book, a gargoyle, and some runes that are different.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go and pick up all of the different things. Can I do that? Are they physical objects? Or are they in the painting?
On the other side,
Yeah.
no, you cannot pick them up. It doesn't look like a painting, but once you're there, it acts like a painting. So once you've circled, it almost looks like your circle is hovering in the air.
Right. Okay.
But like the door closed when we closed it.
Correct.
Can I borrow your chalk?
Hand it over.
Thanks. I'm going to this is silly, but Clarrybelle thinks that it's really smart. I'm going to take the chalk and I'm going to go up and I'm going to find like an empty space in the painting room and I'm going to draw a little Clarrybelle and I'm going to draw a little Flick.
Cute.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hold your hand and I'm going to touch them
Okay.
with the intention that because I've drawn us in the other room, we will now be in the other room.
Yeah.
Okay. You place your hand and there's a little bit of a tingle,
Something's happening.
but you don't feel yourself move and you feel yourself in the same space.
Okay.
Well, that was my one whole idea.
We were closer.
It definitely tingled. Do you want to, you should touch it and see if you feel the same tingle.
I touch it for the tingle.
You also feel the same tingle. Just a slight buzz in the fingertips.
I was so sure it was a spot the difference gag.
Can I go back to the door
Yep.
and just open and close it? Does it still open and close in the painting?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to walk around the room and start moving a bunch of stuff and see if anything else moves in the painting when I touch it.
Nothing else moves.
Just the door?
Just the door.
If the doors, hang on, how big is the door in the painting? Walkable through?
Yeah, it's the same size as the door. Because remember that although it
Okay.
is a painting, it
Yeah.
looks like a 3D space.
Yeah.
I'm going to open it and just be like,
Oh,
we can only try. And I'm going to try and walk through the
Yeah.
open door in the painting.
Okay. You walk straight into the wall.
that was really good. We're coming up with great solutions.
Yeah.
They just don't
This
happen
is
to be
good
the
stuff.
one.
Yeah, there's all great solutions.
If you want to use these in your games at home, please feel free.
Tag us at Best Left Forgotten.
Okay. So you said there was like a red book
Yeah.
on that side where there isn't on this side.
Correct.
So what is there on this side where there should be a red book?
An empty hole.
Yeah, look.
And if I like put my hand there, it's like fully empty.
Yeah.
It's not just invisible.
No, it's
there
ready
a-
for a book.
Title on the red book?
You go up and the book just has red written on the spine.
Okay. So was a candle, was it lit?
The candle is lit.
Lit
yes.
candle,
Lit.
a red book, a little stone gargoyle. What did the stone gargoyle look like?
It is kind of, it's a little bit like bulldog, mastiff.
Okay. And then runes.
And runes just on one of the bookshelves.
I know I can't read them. Could you read them?
Sure.
Did
I'll
you
have
know
a
what
look
they
and-
said?
What languages do you speak, guys?
Common, Gnomish, Druidic, Elvish, Celestial.
The only one different to those I have is Dwarvish.
Okay. You look at the runes, Clarrybelle, and they are not dwarvish, but dwarvish adjacent.
Okay.
And there's kind of, I recognize some words, but not the sentence structure or anything
Yeah.
like this. And you recognize words like align, juxtapose,
Okay.
or side by side, things like that.
Okay.
This is feeling still like a spot the difference in this puzzle like line, right? Like
Is
maybe I
there
just
a-
haven't spotted the right difference.
Is there a red book in the red book section that looks about the right size?
Yeah, probably.
I'm just going to take it and put it in the empty spot.
As you put the red book in its section, you hear a pop. And
Okay.
the red book disappears, and the red book disappears from the other side.
Okay.
From the
Okay. Great.
Okay. So, candle, do we have one?
I look around the room. Is there another candle in
There
this
is
room?
no candle.
I don't think I have a candle.
Nobody has a candle in all of their packs.
Let me look.
And all of the weird, wacky packs.
Well,
that
I
you
have an
get.
explorer's pack. That might have a candle in it.
Most of them have candles.
Yeah, we'll say that we have a candle.
Yeah.
That seems convenient.
Yeah.
All right. So, if we candle in the candle holder and then light it.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
okay, do that.
Okay, I'll do that.
Both candles disappear.
Okay, how do we get a mastiff gargoyle though?
Yeah, I'm stuck on that one. Let's just copy the runes first.
Great.
And I'm going to, because it's dwarvish adjacent, I'm just going to copy it.
Okay, you copy the runes and they disappear.
Okay.
Okay.
Weird bulldog statue.
I mean, I'm stoned now.
Yeah, you're made of stone. Do you want to just sit there and pretend to be a bulldog? No, you'll disappear.
But it was too late. Flick had already squatted down next to the couch.
I have smith tools if you have some rock.
Don't think so.
I have a whetstone. Can I carve a whetstone? Because it's a stone.
I can't confirm whether or not it would work, but you could carve your whetstone, yes.
Give it a go.
Yeah, I'll take out my whetstone and like a little chisel and just make a very crude, well, Clarrybelle's going to try and make it the best version that she can, but a very crude version of a dog.
You carve it into the size of a dog. It's much, much smaller than the actual one.
Yes.
But you place it there.
Yep.
And they both disappear.
I want to try and walk and see if I can now walk into the painting.
Okay, you walk, and there is no more painting. And you walk into the other side.
Amazing.
Okay, let's, I guess, the door.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through the door.
All right. Holding hands.
Sorry, my hands are freezing.
That's all right.
You hold hands, and you step out. Another flash of light, and you hear the rumble of a river. And you are standing on the banks of an enormous river, white water splashing. And on the opposite side, You can see a bald man in a blue cloak sitting at a table, an enormous meal in front of him. Chicken, turkeys, duck, cakes, cookies, weeping. But you can hardly hear it over the rush of the water.
Okay.
If there are leeches in this river,
I know.
Mordenkainen can pay for his own therapy.
No free therapy for Mordenkainen.
Fair enough.
It's not covered in my plan.
Okay. It's all been like kind of funky solutions.
Yeah.
Let's think outside of the box.
What's around us other than a raging river?
You are in a room, and so the river kind of flows and cuts across the room,
Yep.
but there's just walls to the side.
Okay.
There are bushes, a few tall trees, not much else other than that.
Okay. How do we get across your river?
Pulls a drumstick off the chicken and shoves it in his mouth.
He's eating his friends. Okay. I could turn into something.
I mean, the last time we had a big river,
Yeah.
Bryce turned into a kangaroo and we jumped over it.
It's my time. I mean, I'm happy to give that a go.
Yeah?
All right. Let's do it. Okay.
And I attempt to, with my last wild shape, I believe, turn into a giant kangaroo.
And you do so, because that's how wild shape works.
But I look like a blue lava stone giant kangaroo.
Yeah, super buff.
This is going to be uncomfortable. Yeah, okay. Can I climb on your back rather than in the weird pouch thing we were in last time?
I shrug.
Okay, and I'm going to climb and like hold tight over the shoulders like a backpack.
All right. And I jump around a little bit to try to get used to this whole momentum thing.
Yep.
And I'm going to try to jump the river.
Okay. You do a little run up or a hop up, and with big, strong, powerful legs, and you land on the opposite side of the river.
I pat you on the head. You did it!
Mordenkainen drops the drumstick and stands up. What are you doing here?
You asked us in for mocktails.
Oh, so I did. Well, and you just see around him just crumbs and like wrappers from things, and he's just and he's clicking his fingers and everything disappears. All of the meat stands up and just walks into the forest and disappears into the tree line.
I'll climb down from Kangaroo Flick's shoulders. So, hi, I'm Clarrybelle. This is Flick. We left you a note a while ago.
Yes, and he pulls it out and he's holding the note.
So, I mean, you got a lovely place. Really, really good decorating and very interesting and challenging rooms. It's not often that the decor makes you think. Real puzzlers
Nodding.
in there.
Thank you. I've been working on it for some time. I could see that you were having some trouble out there, and it seemed that we could maybe come to an arrangement that was mutually beneficial.
You want to help us?
If you want to help me.
Insight.
Ooh.
18.
Ooh.
Wow, like, you kind of take a moment to really like look into his eyes and kind
Yeah.
of get the mood. Deeply unsettled. This man is not to be trusted, not just in this situation, but like if he was like, oh, I'm just going out to the shops, you might never see him again. Like this man is deeply, deeply unsettled. Like you're like, oh God, you know.
Meanwhile, I'm doing my little kangaroo hop up to him. And I'm trying to see if I can get him to pet me.
Pet the stone kangaroo.
Mhm.
I feel that, what did we call it before? The,
Textural experience.
yeah.
Yeah.
He begins to pat you. And he sits down in his chair and he seems soothed.
Excellent.
He clicks his fingers again. Whale sound begins to echo throughout the room.
Amazing.
I'm deeply sorry. Things have been rough since the spell plague hit. I tried to travel eastward, but I just didn't make it the whole way. I've been here in this pocket dimension since.
Where were you trying to go?
Well, I hear things are not as bad further from the Sword Coast.
So you're running away from the spell
Oh,
plague. Sorry, that may have been too harsh a language.
recouping, gathering together of information before we return.
I'm like nibbling crumbs off of his shirt.
I'll sit down with him. Look, I mean, this spell plague, it's hit us all pretty hard, and I completely understand wanting to get away from it for a bit, recenter, do some, and I'm going to look around, self-care. But we're kind of right in the middle of doing something about it, and I'd love to know what information and knowledge you have and what help you could give us. I'm not necessarily asking you to leave here, but maybe you might know more than we do, and anything is useful at this point.
Are you suggesting a kind of quid pro quo patron adventurer situation?
Maybe.
Ooh, I like that.
So what would that entail? What is the quid pro quo that we would have to do?
Well, firstly, I think we need to sort this out. And he's pointing towards Flick. And he conjures a blade into his hand. And he lifts
Whoa,
up his...
hey! What are you doing?
Well, surely you want her cured. I thought if I just removed her brain, we could just... And then put in a new one.
No, that's not going to happen. Can you put the sword down, please?
It's just a light mind alteration. She can develop new memories and personality.
Her memories and personality are very important to me, and they also hold a lot of information about the spell plague that you will not get back if you kill her.
God. I thought I was done with this moralizing when Bigby left.
Who's Bigby?
An old friend. Big hands.
Okay, well, don't kill either of us. That's going to be my first ground rule. Second ground rule is we are keeping our brains, bodies, organs, everything as they are.
While they're having this conversation, I just want to do a sort of insidey check to try to determine if this man's state of mind is a direct result of the spell plague in terms of it's like infested him, or whether it's just a side effect of like the whole situation.
Roll insight or medicine at disadvantage.
Yeah. 19.
Okay. Look, you don't know him very well. He's a very unstable person.
This is more of like a trying to feel out the magic vibe sort of thing.
Is he plague changed?
You weren't getting plague changed from
Okay,
him.
cool.
Okay, so moving on from the step that was replace Flick's brain, what was your next thing?
Well, I suppose there is an alternate solution. I just have these brains lying around and I need to do something with them.
Valid.
I would need some more information.
Okay.
I'd turn back into Flick. Yeah?
There's a particular tome that I've been looking to get access to. Unfortunately, it's been held within the libraries of Candlekeep.
Right.
And due to the aforementioned brains and some other situations, I'm not allowed there anymore.
Right.
And also, if I'm being honest, I'm not really one for leaving the mansion at the moment. But, if I have you, then you can go in my stead.
Okay. What kind of tome you looking for?
It's a particular tome on the history of magics and some of the primordials that lurk within our world. Now, you see, there's a slight complication that really the people in Candlekeep don't want you to take the books.
Yeah.
But of course, I would like to add it to my collection. So perhaps what we could do is we could organize something like this. And from underneath the table, he pulls out a book. So this is a book that looks very similar. And what you'll do is you'll
Switcheroo?
take the book and put this one in its place. Nobody will be any the wiser.
So you want us to heist the library?
Oh, no. Libraries are for borrowing, and we will just be borrowing indefinitely.
Right.
But also they will be borrowing from us this book about how to cook soup.
Okay.
which they might not have, to
Yeah.
be fair.
That's true.
Oh, it's good that you mentioned that. They actually require a donation
Yeah,
for entry.
we got that.
Fantastic. Well, look, I'm not really one to give out books. See, I have more than one of this soup book, so it's okay. Perhaps you have your own unique book to donate?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. Fantastic.
Um,
This feels like when you're in a game and you've already done one of the conditions for the
Yeah.
side quest, and it's like, actually, I already collected 20 known routes.
Yeah, you have to exit the conversation and go back and they're like, wow, that was quick.
So we switcheroo the books and bring you back this tome. And then what do you do for us?
Well, first of all, I would do some more investigating. And hopefully, with the information in that book, I would be able to concoct something that would not completely decimate Flick's personality and being.
Ideal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then my intention is to provide you resources as a, kind of quid pro quo patron situation that we can, send you back to Flick's home to sort out the situation there.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Speaking of, any insight to what's happening there, since you seem to know that there's a situation?
Our situation there? Oh, well, look, you look tired. Maybe now, we could reconvene in a week, maybe a month.
I would love it to be now, actually.
Okay. So he clicks his fingers, and there's like an image that appears of this beautiful tropical island that you recognize as your home.
Excellent.
Absolutely beautiful. Fantastic. So this is what Lantern looked like 2 or 3 years ago. Absolutely stunning.
That's
beautiful.
where you're from?
Yeah.
If you can really zoom in really close, you could even see Flick just wandering around,
That's really
I know,
cool.
I know. But we won't be doing that. So this is Lantern now, and it's just ocean.
Excuse me?
What happened?
Sorry, I thought that you two were very open. I assumed that you had already passed on. I don't normally drop news upon people like this,
We haven't had a lot of time, okay? This has happened within a few days. Oh, so you know how I said that I'd made a whole deal that if something happened to the island, it would happen to me, and something happened to me, it would happen to the island, right?
Yeah.
And we made that deal because something bad was happening to my island because of the spell plague, which was
Yeah.
that, the oceans were rising, but it wasn't happening that quick. What happened?
I mean, well, look, the spell plague is a wild thing. I mean, people are still there. They're managing. It's kind of an underwater situation. They're in a very small pocket of air that they've managed to secure through magics.
Okay, so am I looking at a ticking clock here, or
Oh, yes, death is imminent. Wow. Woo. Any second, just dropping off. Any moment.
Okay, so Candlekeep fix you as best as we can straight to Flick's Island to solve whatever's going on there.
I do have some business in Baldur's Gate, but how about we'll tag that on the end, okay? We'll do all the... I think that I'm sensing a mood here. How about you ladies have some rest, and then we'll just pop you off to Candlekeep. Yeah. Oh, and he sees how awkward it is. Look, I'll just... And all of a sudden, you're in these beautiful plush rooms. I'll just back out here. I'm just... if you need anything...
You said you were going 6 times.
Okay, yes. And he points to you, Clarrybelle. If you're looking for brain removal, I know this is very traumatic.
Okay, out,
You know what?
out.
Okay. And he backs out, and he's gone.
Flick?
Right, I'm remembering that someone said something about we got lots of time here, right? Which means that time isn't passing the same.
We're in a little bubble.
Okay. Sorry, just processing.
That's okay. What can I do? How can I help?
I don't know. I'm worried after all of this, it might still be too late.
We're not gonna let that happen, okay? Whatever we have to do, whatever weird, strange dealings that we have to make, we're gonna make sure that your home is
Right, but we said that about me, and we were kind of too late with that, and I don't know that it's always going to be okay after, I don't know that we're always going to be able to just back it up and get people back, and that's everyone. That's
that's everyone, not to mention the others like me who were out doing the same thing. What happened to them? Are they just are they I don't know if I'm strong enough for this.
Clarrybelle's going to come over and sit next to you and sweep you into the biggest hug that she can. You're the strongest person that I know, and I'm not too bad myself. And as long as we're standing next to each other, facing down whatever it is that's doing this, look, I can't promise that we won't be too late or that it won't go badly, but whatever happens, I think we'll be able to face it.
Okay, pushing that aside for a second, are we trusting this guy?
Oh, no, not as far as we can throw him.
Cool.
He's there's something really, really wrong with that man.
Right.
I think we do what he is asking because he's right now the only way that we can get to your island, but I think that's the only reason that we're helping him at this point. I don't want to help him for the sake of who he is. He's very unstable.
All right. We've been talking a lot about our list. Let's circle back to it for a minute here.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone from my home is in imminent danger and about to die.
Yes.
Our friends that we brought with us
Are missing. Yeah.
A lot of them we left in the Dread Ring.
Yeah.
We had Library on the list, so
We
that's
did.
good. A very powerful wizard is asking us to complete a favor for him.
Yeah. But it's a favor that takes us to the library, so we'll be checking something off the list at the same time.
I'm getting flashbacks to, earlier today when we did a favor for a powerful wizard to do something that was already kind of on our list.
Yeah.
And I guess that worked out.
Mostly. I did almost get eaten by a dragon, but
2.
yeah, that's very true. 2 dragons.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, did I don't know if I told you. I think I joined the symphony.
Should be higher on the list.
I really needed to not get eaten by a dragon, and they seemed like they could help with that. And I think that maybe there's a deal that's been made there that won't be that easy to get out of.
There are too many deals to keep track of. We need to stop with these deals.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the deal with the Batman turned out really well.
Maybe he could help us.
And the door slams open. I hear you girls like pina coladas.
Is it
It's Mordenkainen.
Oh, Mordenkainen?
He's carrying a tray of pina coladas.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know what? Come in. Why
Beautiful.
not?
So, on our way to Candlekeep. Fantastic.
Can
the doors
we
are ready.
Sleep, please?
Oh, God, not this again. Of course you can sleep. Yes, please make yourself comfortable.
Cool. Do you at least 10 hours, like of our,
10.
of our time?
10.
10. You can skip it if you want.
But we need to rest. And then I need my dress back. This is not everyday wear.
Fine. I'll talk to Morty. But I'm taking these pina coladas. And he puts them back on the tray and walks out.
I'd lock the door.
This is my house.
And this is our bedroom.
Very well.
Okay, yeah, I need like a whole brain reset. Like, this is too much.
Yeah.
This is too much. Today, too much.
Yeah, absolutely too much.
Are you okay?
Me?
Yeah. Like, you just told me you joined the symphony, and I'm sorry. Let me just take that. Are you okay? Did you want that?
I don't know.
Like, can you harmonize really well now, or?
I mean, I could kind of do that before.
Okay, all right.
But I guess when I sing, my voice does fit with theirs better than it used to. I don't like when we were calling out in the Dread Ring and I was singing and it just, yeah. I think maybe I just need to sleep on it as well.
That's okay. I get that.
But we're gonna fix what's going on with your island. We're gonna solve it.
I know. Sleep time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think we go to sleep.
Okay. You lay in these plush beds and slowly drift to sleep. The weariness of several events of the day just kind of leach out of your body in these very comfortable beds. Clarrybelle,
Yes.
you hear the soft singing of a choir. Floating in front of you is an enormous eye and a large, fanged mouth, row after row of teeth.
Be ready. The call will come.
And that's what we're going to call the session.
You've been listening to Best Left Forgotten. You can find and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Best Left Podcast and on our Best Left Forgotten Facebook page where we post updates, info, and additional content. Music by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com. Licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. Full song list and additional artists can be found in the episode description. Cover art by Caddy Wampus, who can be found on Fiverr. Thanks to Jess Wolfendale, our editor, Miriam Feats, our social media manager, and Nathan Quadro, our GM and producer. If you enjoyed our podcast today, please leave a review and tell your friends.